What's up, y'all? It's
Hi,
Danny.
Amar.
We're just gonna talk about how life has been right now for us. Um, Currently, I'm out of the job. I quit my job that I quit another job for. Basically, I was working for 3 years at a job, really stable, and then quit. Went to this other job. It was really not what we thought it was. We've talked about that. Now I'm just doing my handyman business.
He's been documenting it.
Trying to document it as much as we can. Uh, but we also had like a couple of weird run-ins. Like last week, someone called me named Mike, some guy named Mike, and said he didn't actually call me. He texted me. He said that he had a house that he's renting out soon that he needs painted. Um, and he was just kind of weird. So I was like, whatever, just brush it off as him like being old. But I got to his house eventually, and I knock on the door, and it's an old lady who's like, I don't know anyone named Mike. This is my house. And so, luckily, she was really nice to me, but it was kind of like really irritating, because it meant that someone was like going out of their way to text me and try to trick me to go to someone's house to waste my time and waste my money. And it's just like, how could you? Like, you have so much opportunity to do anything else, and you just take your time out of your day to ruin mine. And it didn't even ruin my day, by the way, which is awesome. I had a really good day that day, and it turned out me driving down that way led to me getting more business, so it worked out. But on to that, another thing happened to Marjorie.
We've been getting like prank calls or like I don't know. I've been getting like various numbers that are from our state. However, they're from like a Google number. So like I could tell that they're not someone's number, but it says like Colorado. And I picked up the other day and it was like someone's fake Indian accent. And I was really angry. I was like, who the fuck is this? So I was really ticked off and they got really scared, hung up like immediately. And we have like a hunch of like who it is. Like it's pretty like predictable. And that's what's kind of annoying too. And it's like, well, we are leaving this like place to be vulnerable. However, it's kind of like unfair that people are taking advantage of that and like people we know are taking advantage of that. So we're kind of just keep
Yeah.
on swimming and like we're really trying to focus on niching down, making money. Both of us have little side projects.
And
So
yeah, we really are vulnerable right now. We're trying to just document what we're saying, what we're doing, and we don't really know what we're doing, honestly, but we're trying to figure it out. And I feel like making these YouTube videos and TikToks is gonna help me and help Marjorie like grow and figure out what we want to do exactly. Because like she said, niching down the handyman business for me, it's working like for a couple $100 here and there, but there's nothing consistent about it. And in order to like make a living off of this, it needs to be consistent. So I need to like niche down and make it where I specialize in just home maintenance, a monthly subscription of home maintenance, or just inspections, or just pressure washing, just painting, just whatever. I hate painting, so I'm not gonna do just painting. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Marjorie's trying to help me figure out what I want to do, but ultimately it's up to me. So she's just there to support me, and then in the same way I'm supporting her. So she wanted to start sewing and create a like business around that of like making designs for clothes and lingerie and stuff. And I think it'd be super awesome to see her do that. So
yeah, I have a lot of project ideas, and one of them is to learn how to sew. And I kind of knew, like in high school, like I practiced a lot of it, and I have a sewing machine. However, it's like buried in a bunch of stuff at my mom's house, so we have to like go through a bunch of stuff. And like I'm kind of just watching a lot of videos, and like I cried today, and Danny was super supportive about it. He was like, "Oh my gosh, you're crying over it." Please do this. It makes you happy. And so I was like, okay, I definitely want to try to get the sewing machine. Danny has also bought me a tattoo gun. And I want to do that and work on that tonight. So I have a lot of projects and like,
Yeah, and I was thinking about getting a tattoo from her today, which is funny. So it's kind of like we're
yeah.
on the same page, but didn't even know.
Absolutely. And like, I don't know, I have like a lot of creative endeavors, but I struggle with follow through. And that's where Danny kind of like puts me in line of like, didn't you start this project that you said you were going to do? And so that kind of helps me kind of stick with it. So I like needles. All my projects have needles
Yeah,
in it.
that's true. That's funny. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping, that we can grow and move forward from this hellhole we created for ourselves. It's not that bad, but
It's not that
we're
bad,
doing
but it
okay.
is
It's
hard.
just
We're
hard right
I
now.
say that we're by the seat of our pants. Like it's not like it's like the worst thing, but we're definitely still in like fight or flight. Like we didn't have water for a month. And then, we had issues there and then we're still like kind of balancing our life out and like Danny doesn't have a job right now and is
Yeah, and I'm
like
looking because like just the handyman business is not going to cut it in. Just niching down and starting another business without any income is impossible too. So I'm gonna have to get a job and then just kind of do the other thing on the side. And that's another reason why the handyman business isn't gonna work, because once I go back to doing it on the side, I won't have time. Um, enough time. There's never enough time in the day to just to do bids and to talk to people and then to actually do the jobs on the
and
side
you're
like that.
exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm often pretty tired after doing that because it's like I'm doing the work of 10 people. That's why like online business is my idea of like my ideal, like maybe something where I'm selling stuff on TikTok or selling stuff on our own website. Um, and like, or even this, like vlogging and talking and reacting to stuff and posting content about us reacting to like what's going on in the world, and me even gaming. I have ADHD, so I have a lot of ideas, but I need to focus on one thing and I got to figure that out. It's really hard, so I think us vlogging is good because yeah, it helps because someone will like give me advice and I'll read it and I'll be like, "Wow,
Or it
that makes
helps you
total
stick
sense."
to it too because you're
Yeah.
kind of talking to yourself and like you're going to say
Yeah,
in a
and
few
maybe if
months
I
what you're
talk
going to talk
about
about
doing
it.
gaming, I'll stick to
Stick
it.
to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, build a community around it. Yeah, and I need to be more supportive in that too because I mean
You
I'm
are.
really
That's
okay.
okay.
That's fair. But I hear what you're saying.
Ruthie.
All right,
Our dogs are going crazy, so
so I
we're
think
gonna
we're
cut
gonna
it.
call it good.
But thanks for watching.
Thanks for
If
hanging
you have any
out.
advice, let us know. We're young parents just trying to make it, and whatever
Living
advice you
by the
have
seat of our
helps.
pants.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you.
good. Hi, Ruthie. Do you have anything to say, Ruthie?